Sorry if the broadcast just cut out for a second. Hopefully, if you can reload that, we are back live here. Frame rates now look good. Potentially just a little bit of a Wi-Fi dip. So we are here for the bottom of the 8th inning, and that is going to be the day for Zane Brown. He went 7 innings, allowed no runs, struck out 8 batters, walked 2, and allowed a total of 3 hits. I mean, what a day for Zane Brown. And now onto the mound is Nathaniel, a.k.a. Pedro Pulliam, who is now responsible for keeping this 4-0 lead right where it's at. Let's look at the numbers for Pedro Pulliam, who is our Safeware call the bullpen. So far on the season, he has a 6.43 ERA in 6 appearances, has pitched 7 innings with 7 strikeouts to 6 walks. And for the Rhythm as a team, it's been the walks that have killed him. Looking to avoid that here with a 4-0 cushion. Catfish will send up Steven Schneider at the bottom of the order, and then it will go back to the top of the lineup for Brooks Kettering and J.J. Williams. Schneider is 0 for 2 on the day. Pulliam takes a deep breath, brings the glove up to his chin, kicks and fires the first pitch. Just misses high for ball 1. The 1-0 misses way inside. Quickly ahead is 2-0. Steven Schneider, the righty, facing the righty on the mound, and Pulliam is from Memphis, Tennessee, was at Southwest Tennessee Community College this past season. The 2-0, a fastball that catches the right corner of the plate, a good comeback pitch to move the count to 2-1. Nobody on and nobody out. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 8th. Rhythm lead 4-0. Pulliam winds and fires. A breaking ball misses outside, and it's a 3-1 count. Some action in the bullpen on the Rhythm side, and I have a big light pole in my way of seeing the Catfish bullpen. 3-1. Fastball right down Broadway. Hitters count, but Schneider was not sitting on a fastball and will now have to fight in a full count Ministries full count. The payoff pitch fouled off to the right side. That was off the end of the bat, went about 5 feet over the head of Henry Jackson on the first base side. We are set for another full count pitch. Here it is. Hit sharply to second. Parliament is able to glove it, throw on to first in time, despite a really good effort from Schneider to try to beat the throw. That's the first out of the inning, and Pedro Pulliam does a great job to fight back into that count and put his defense in a better position. Brooks Kettering now the top of the lineup, due up with Kettering 0 for 3 and J.J. Williams on deck. A first pitch fastball from Pedro Pulliam at 90 miles an hour. It really looked like Pulliam reached back and got all of it, used his entire body to hit 90 on the radar. The 0-1. Curveball off speed. Just misses somehow. Looked like it was really close. Count moves to 1-1. Rhythm lead 4-0. Thanks to Zane Brown, who pitched 7 shutout innings. The 1-1 fouled back. AAA auto glass foul ball moves the count to 1-2. Currently 8:36 Central. 1 minute away from 2 hours on what has been a very quick moving ball game. The 1-2 knocked on a really sharp hit, but Henry Jackson snags it out of the air. That ball was trailing towards that foul line on first base, and like I said, barreled up, but Jackson snagged it out of the air for the second out of the inning. J.J. Williams now up to hit. He is 2 for 3 with 2 singles on the day. Pulliam's first pitch is a curveball, backdoor, catches the inside corner for strike 1. On deck is Alex Kowalski. We'll see if he gets up to hit in this inning. The 0-1 spiked from Pulliam, and the count moves even. Offensively, Harrison Travis has just as much of a claim for the Frosted Luau player of the game as Zane Brown, but it's going to be a tough call. Let's see if the Rhythm can hang on to this 4-0 lead. The 1-1 fouled back just off the very end of the bat. You could tell that J.J. Williams had to engage his lower body to keep that bat in the zone long enough to foul off the pitch instead of striking out. Two outs, nobody on. Pulliam with the glove at the chin. Winds and deals. Another foul ball. Williams is making a tough at bat here. Righty on righty. The 1-2. A chopper to third base. Von Dolan charges, makes the throw to Jackson, and they call him safe. An outrageous call at first base. I mean, not exactly sure in what world that is a safe call. Henry Jackson with a great stretch went out and got that ball way before it ever came close to the bag. And now Josh Carman's going to come talk about it with Kent Minor because the Rhythm are still on the field. What was arguably, more than arguably, the third out of the inning. They're going to confirm with the home plate umpire that the runner was safe at first, but of course there's no replay, so that doesn't really mean much. 2 outs in the inning and a runner on first. The Rhythm will have to work with some traffic on the base pass. They lead 4-0, and Pedro Pulliam now will work from the stretch. His first pitch in on the hands, Kowalski is up to hit. He fouls it back out of play for a AAA auto glass foul ball. The 0-1 fastball right down the pipe for strike two at 89 miles an hour. The 0-2 pitch just misses off the corner. Count moves to 1-2. Cawthron liked the location. Pulliam shrugs his shoulders off, leans forward, and now he's set with a runner on first, looking for that third out. The pitch, breaking ball, misses down, and Kowalski evens the count up at 2-2. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch leads to a strikeout swinging. Pedro Pulliam with his first strikeout in the inning. And that will send us to the 9th. Rhythm lead 4-0. After one hit, the Catfish score no runs and leave one runner on base. When we come back, it's the bottom of the order for the Rhythm. Don't go anywhere.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Welcome back to Kappaha Field. Between the Cape Catfish and the Full Count Rhythm, there's been 4 runs today. Luckily for Full Count, all 4 belong to the Rhythm. They have 7 hits on the day. Catfish only have 3. Zane Brown is the story of the game defensively. On the mound, he pitched 7 innings, 3 hits allowed, no runs, struck out 8 batters and allowed 2 walks. At the plate, Harrison Travis has 3 hits, 2 doubles, and a home run. How about it? And we have a pitching change on the side of the Catfish. Looks like it's going to be number 32, Connor Pierce. I will get you the final line for Bryce Kemper shortly. He was really good out of the bullpen. Only ended up allowing 1 run. It was earned. It'll be a lefty. And Connor Pierce, who has pitched 2 innings so far on the season. No runs allowed. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. The typical closer for the Catfish is Walker Brought, but he's not going to come in with the team down 4-0. Let's see what the Rhythm have in store. It's Henry Jackson up first. 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch to Jackson is down the pipe for strike 1. Lefty on righty matchup. The 0-1. Hit off the end of the bat on a line. Quick out number 1 with Brooks Kettering not having to move his feet. The second baseman puts a squeeze on it. And that'll bring up Wyatt Fuchs. Rhythm lead 4-0 in the top of the 9th, 1 out. Looking for a shutout victory that would really swing some momentum their way. First pitch misses down low. Count moves to 1-0. Fuchs is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles, 1 run scored. He looks at a pitch on the inside corner, but just misses for a ball. 2-0 moves the count. Fuchs is ready to turn on one. That was a mile high, but foul. It kind of sliced, but I mean, talk about turning and burning on a pitch. Fuchs was ready for the heater. And the count moves to 2-1. Would have been a long home run. The pitch, a curveball, was a wild pitch that went over the head of Carson McCaleb behind home plate. 4-0 Rhythm lead. The Catfish are on their third pitcher of the game, just looking to keep the score where it's at. 8:46 p.m. Central. This game's only been over a little over 2 hours. Fuchs turns on a 3-1 pitch, but sends it foul down the third baseline. AAA auto glass foul ball. Three and 2/3 innings pitched for Bryce Kemper, who came out of the ball game. Connor Pierce is in. The full count pitch is down low for ball 4, and it's a walk for Wyatt Fuchs. Parker McDonald comes up to hit. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. He scored in that 5th inning. That serves to be the big spot for the Rhythm and why they're able to hold the lead they have right now. Runner on first. First pitch to McDonald. Inside half of the plate for strike 1. Home plate umpire George Tidwell has done pretty well so far today behind home plate. Runner takes off. The 0-1 misses down low. The throw to second is not in time. A good-looking slide from Wyatt Fuchs. Now a runner in scoring position for the Rhythm. 1-1 count, 1 out. The pitch misses high and inside. A fastball at 86 miles an hour gets in the personal space of Parker McDonald, who gets reset with a couple practice swings. Lefty on righty matchup. Price kicks and deals, misses up top. 3-1 moves the count. The 3-1 does touch the outside corner. I agree with that call. McDonald was ready to walk his way to first base, but that was dotted on the outside corner by Connor Price. Trying to keep the runner stranded on second for the Rhythm. 1 out. Top of the 9th inning. The full count pitch misses down low. Back-to-back walks. Runners on first and second. And now the Rhythm really have a chance to extend their 4-0 lead. Joey Parliament comes back up to hit, and with 1 out in the inning, if Parliament or Watkins can get Harrison Travis back up to hit, you can bet that the Rhythm would love to see it. Travis is 3 for 4 today with 2 doubles and a home run. But right now, it is Joey Parliament. First pitch to Parliament misses up top. Ball 1. Joey is 1 for 4 with a single in his first at-bat. Price lifts the leg and comes home with the pitch. Misses high and outside. Count moves to 2-0. Still pretty humid here at the park. It's 82 degrees on this Friday night showcase of summer baseball. The 2-0 misses inside. The Prospect League has 3 teams playing in, well, I was going to say 3 in the Missouri area. The Alton River Dragons are just on the border of Illinois on the Illinois side. That's 3 straight walks. And the bases are juiced for the Rhythm. Parliament on first, McDonald on second, and Fuchs on third. So Connor Pierce, correction, been saying Price. Connor Pierce got the first out of the inning and then has walked 3 straight. Now Watkins is up to hit and looks at a fastball inside, makes the count 1-0. It's a lefty on righty matchup. Still 1 out in the inning. Awaiting the pitch, here it is. Strike on the outside half of the plate. It's been heavy fastballs from Connor Pierce, who's sitting mid to upper 80s with that fastball. All the runners will get their lead. The 1-1. Good job behind the plate from Carson McCaleb to yank a pitch that was high and out of the zone out of the air and keep it from getting to the backstop. 2-1. Watkins is 0 for 3 with a walk. Looks like we're going to have a pitching visit with Watkins at the plate. Slow walk out there for a mound visit to talk things over. The Rhythm have 7 hits on the day. They lead 4-0. And if you're just tuning in, the Catfish have 0 runs, mainly because of Zane Brown, who has yet another outstanding start on the mound for the Rhythm. 7 innings pitched, no runs allowed. Struck out 8 batters and only walked 2. So after the quick pause in action for a mound visit, Connor Pierce has walked 3 batters in a row looking to get out of the inning. Bases loaded, the 2-1. Watkins was ready to swing, fouled it off, hit home plate, and then bounced backwards. And we have a 2-2 count. Watkins has 12 RBIs on the season. Big opportunity for him here. The 2-2 pitch fouled back and out of play. That's a AAA auto glass foul ball. An effective fastball that was well located to make up for a slightly lower velocity than we've seen from some of the other pitchers tonight. Watkins gets set for the 2-2 and misses. The pitch misses on the inside corner. Good eye there. And it's a full count Ministries, full count, bases juiced. Rhythm lead 4-0. 1 out in the inning. A long pause, and now the payoff pitch is fouled again. Back behind the broadcast booth. Watkins just has to find a way to straighten this swing out and put a ball in play. Not trying to strike out in this situation. Lefty on righty. The 3-2 misses up top, and that's a walked run scored for the Rhythm. 4 straight walks from Connor Pierce, and that will be the end of his day. He's only able to retire 1 batter and will still be responsible for all 3 base runners after coming out of the game. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cape Catfish. Don't go anywhere.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Welcome back. We have a Safeware call to the bullpen as the Cape Catfish go to Cameron Markey, a right-handed pitcher who wears number 34 on the season so far for Markey. Let's see if he has any other appearances. Finally found his name. He has a 5.59 ERA in 9 2/3 innings pitched, has walked 5 batters and struck out 10, but has allowed 11 hits in those 9 2/3 innings. Cameron Markey just exited, is on the mound now after Connor Pierce just exited the game. He pitched an inning, 1/3 of an inning, 4 walks allowed, no strikeouts, did not allow a hit, but still walked in that 1 run. The bases remain loaded. Parker McDonald on third, Joey Parliament at second, and Joe Watkins at first. Harrison Travis is up to bat, who already has 2 doubles and a home run. 2 RBIs on the day, a massive spot in this game. Righty on righty. First pitch to Travis, misses inside. Count moves to 1-0. And to be honest, if the bases weren't loaded, Harrison Travis might get intentionally walked in the situation, but right now he's going to hit with the bases juice. The 1-0 fastball is ripped foul to the left side. Looked like Travis might have been sitting on that pitch, but got a little excited and was early swinging on the 88-mile-an-hour fastball from Markey. Rhythm lead 5-0. The pitch to Travis, and that's an ugly swing and a miss on a pitch that was low and away. Count moves to 1-2. You could tell that that's not a rare, that's a very rare sight from Harrison Travis to leave his frame like that. The 1-2, another swing and a miss on a pitch that bounced a couple of feet in front of home plate. So a great start for Cameron Markey, facing the hottest hitter in today's lineup for the Rhythm. He gets a strikeout swinging from Harrison Travis. Connor Pierce is responsible for all 3 runners. Markey, trying to do his teammate a favor, skips one in the turf for ball 1, and that's 3 pitches in a row from Markey that have bounced in front of home plate. Travis went swinging for 2 of them to strike out, but getting ahead 1-0 is Brett Von Dolen. Swings and misses at a changeup, 81 miles an hour on the right side of the plate. Well located, and the count moves 1-1. Von Dolen already has a 2 RBI single with the bases loaded earlier in this game. The 1-1, yet another changeup that leads to a whiff of a swing from Brett Von Dolen. The base is juiced. 2 outs. A huge spot. Markey trying to escape the jam. He takes a deep breath. Kicks, fires, and a strikeout swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts coming out of the bullpen for Cameron Markey. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. where the Rhythm look for 3 outs. They lead 5-0. Don't go anywhere. You're going to want to catch the end of this ball game.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
I'm Max Keller, ready to bring you guys the bottom of the 9th. Andrew Perry will enter the game for a Safeware call to the bullpen. And looks like we're also going to have some substitutions in the field. Going to try to see if I can look out and catch what those changes were. But Andrew Perry now into the game for the Rhythm, a left-handed pitcher, 6 foot, 180 pounds, a freshman at Belmont in 2024. He's from Jackson, Tennessee. So far, has a 4.22 ERA in 10 2/3 innings, 5 walks to 13 strikeouts. The lefty facing the lefty at the plate in Bryce Cannon. First pitch misses up top for ball 1 at 86 miles an hour. The 1-0. That's a good fastball on the inside corner that generates a swing and a miss. Perry has a very violent motion, reaches way back above his head before putting all of his effort on that motion forward. Breaking ball misses way outside, bounces in the turf, moves the count to 2-1. Could be a huge spot here for the Rhythm to pick up a road victory and increase some morale heading into a doubleheader tomorrow. This pitch is fouled to the right side. Henry Jackson ends up diving for a pitch that was foul, and I let out a little bit of a laugh. Henry's just such a positive guy, has such a great sense of humor, and I think there he'll admit that he lost his balance and ended up looking like he was going across a slip and slide. 2-2 count, nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. Rhythm lead 5-0. Andrew Perry kicks and fires a curveball that misses high and inside. We have a Full Count Ministries full count. Cannon awaits the pitch. The payoff. Smacked in between first base and Joey Parliament, standing as the second baseman for a single. A good sign for the Catfish. A leadoff single here in the bottom of the 9th off the bat of Bryce Cannon. And that'll bring up Gunnar Doyle, who's 0 for 3 today. Cannon, the DH, stands on first. Rhythm working with a 5-run lead in the bottom of the 9th. Looking for a strong finish here, and Perry dots the outside corner for strike 1 to the lefty at the plate. A deep breath from Perry. He winds and fires. Throws a breaking ball that ends up in the left batter's box. Count moves to 1-1. That pitch is fouled to the right side. AAA auto glass foul ball. Got some fireworks going off in the distance. Can't really see them, but I can hear them. Just outside the perimeter of Kappaha Field, which has hosted a very fun environment on this Friday night baseball game. Perry ahead 1-2. He comes home with the pitch. It's a breaking ball that ends up outside the zone. Has to jump to get the throw back from Jackson Cawthron. Even count 2-2. Runner on first, nobody out. The pitch is just a little bit off the plate, and I mean maybe an inch or two. Tough call from George Tidwell that forces Perry to now pitch in a payoff situation. Payoff pitch awaiting. Smacked foul, maybe 2 or 3 feet to the right side of that first base bag. Could have been extra bases, but Gunnar Doyle will have to walk back to the batter's box. Takes a look at his bat to refocus himself. It's been a stressful 6 pitches so far for Andrew Perry, trying to settle in on the mound out there. Here's the pitch, fouled off to the left side this time. Doyle was late on the heater. So just want to remind everybody that's tuning in, the Rhythm are scheduled to play a doubleheader. They're going to finish a game that was postponed against the Alton River Dragons and then a second game against Alton. Providing that everything is good to go with the facilities there in Alton, Illinois, where a sinkhole happened. Luckily, seems like everybody was okay. A massive sinkhole just about half a mile from that ballpark. The 3-2 pitch is a knee-buckling breaking ball down the middle for strike 3, a backwards K. The first strikeout of the game for Andrew Perry, and now there is 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Rhythm are 2 outs away from a massive victory. Lane Crowden comes up. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Lefty on righty. The first pitch. Good discipline from Crowden to lay off a breaking ball that ended up in the turf. He waves his bat and gets set for the second pitch from Perry, who fires home. Foul ball in on the hands. Going to get out of play on the right side, and looks like some lucky kids are going to go home with a foul ball. We do have some significant wind now pushing from left to right. That has picked up as the evening has moved on. The 1-1. Again, very low, but Jackson Cawthron is able to keep it in front of him. The runner will not advance to scoring position, and we'll have a quick mound visit between Jackson Cawthron and Andrew Perry. So Cawthron walks back from the mound to his catcher position. George Tidwell will get ready to call balls and strikes, and the last person will get set up, and that is Lane Crowden, the man at the plate in a 2-1 count. Rhythm lead 5-0. The 2-1. In on the hands, and that ball would have actually hit me in the face had there been no netting. I was ready to make the play. Looked like a 3D movie. Now to 2 strikes. Perry looking for the strikeout. Generates a weakly hit foul ball that dribbles to the right side of first base. Runner on first. The 2-2 pitch. Ooh. Very, very close, but a good take from Lane Crowden on a changeup at 75 miles an hour. We have a Full Count Ministries full count. The 3-2 misses, and that's a walk. 2 base runners now for the Catfish, who are proving difficult. So 1 walk and 1 strikeout in the inning for Andrew Perry. Came into the game after 1 inning of Pedro Pulliam and 7 innings of shutout ball from Zane Brown. Ben Barrow comes back up to hit. The runner fakes like he's going to go from second to third. He stays put on a foul ball. 0-1 is the count. Lefty on righty matchup. And the Rhythm just really in a hurry to get these last 2 outs, not trying to make this game any closer than it needs to be. The 0-1 fastball on the inside corner for strike 2. Great start in this at-bat from Perry. Barrow is 0 for 3. Backward strikeout, and a flyout. The 0-2 hit sharply. It's a single into left field. Charging on it and throwing the ball in is Andrew Hunt. So Andrew Hunt into the game for Wyatt Fuchs in left field. A defensive substitution. And Hunt is able to hold the runners, but that is bases loaded with only 1 out, and the Rhythm trying to hold on to this 5-0 lead. A pressure situation. Even though you have the 5-0 lead, you don't want to mess around and let this one become more competitive. Up to bat is going to be Carson McCaleb, but first Jordan Dole is going to visit Andrew Perry on the mound. And I got to say, I'm still feeling pretty good. 1 out in the inning. A ground ball could generate a double play. There's also a pretty wild height disparage going on right now with Joey Parliament chatting with Lane Crowden on second. Parliament is 5'8". Crowden is 6'6". And Crowden legitimately looks like he could be playing shooting guard or small forward in college. Instead, baseball is his sport of choice. Righty on lefty matchup. McCaleb is 0 for 2 with a walk today, with 1 out and the bases juiced. Perry's first pitch to home plate is called a strike after a long pause from George Tidwell. Took a good bit to decide what call he wanted to make there, and that will result in a chat between the hitter Connor McCaleb and the assistant coach down the third baseline, who's also letting George Tidwell hear it behind home plate. Perry ahead 0-1. Make sure to follow the Rhythm on X, on Facebook, and on Instagram to keep track of game times. You can also check all of that on the Prospect League website. The 0-1, a near check swing. The runners don't go, and the pitch will end up being a ball after Kent Minor decides McCaleb was able to check his swing. 1-1, swing and a miss. A great changeup from Andrew Perry, who pulled the string out from underneath Carson McCaleb. Lefty on the mound, righty at the plate. Bases juiced. 1 out, bottom of the 9th inning. The pitch misses by a ball off the right corner of home plate. There is some action going on in that Full Count Rhythm bullpen. Perry would love to get out of this himself. The 2-2 swung on and missed, an 87-mile-an-hour heater straight through the bat of Connor McCaleb, and the second strikeout of the inning for Andrew Perry, who now faces the 9-hole hitter, Steven Schneider, who is 0 for 3. His first pitch to Schneider is off the end of the bat into left field, and Andrew Hunt puts a squeeze on it, and your Full Count Rhythm have a victory. Friday Night Lights turned into a Friday night victory. Rhythm moved to 10-16. The Catfish will move to 13-14. Or excuse me, 12-15.
We'll see you then.
So, fly out to left field is the end of this ball game, and in a fitting manner, the birthday boy Andrew Hunt gets the victory for the Rhythm. Just gonna take a 30-second break, and we'll be back to wrap up this ball game, talk about our Frosted Luau player of the game, and send you off for the rest of your Friday evening. Don't go anywhere.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Like to thank everybody for tuning in. Awesome win. I agree, Helen Brown, and great job, Rhythm. As Dave Nerdberger checking in on Facebook. So as we wrap things up here, Zane Brown is going to be the winning pitcher today and your Frosted Luau player of the game. Harrison Travis has to be mentioned because he had 2 doubles and a home run. That is 8 total bases, 2 RBIs. He scored 1 run. But Zane Brown, with yet another phenomenal performance, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. And then went to Pedro Pulliam, who pitched 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, struck out 1 batter, and Andrew Perry comes on to seal the deal with 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. On the other side, for Cameron Markey being the last pitcher in the game, but first it was Owen Clark who came on with 4 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Bryce Kemper, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, and no strikeouts. A walkout would be a cool stat, but does not exist. Connor Pierce, 1/3 of an inning, no hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 walks, no strikeouts, and at the end, just going to quickly put down the line for Cameron Markey, who came in and got 2 strikeouts, did not allow any runs, no walks, no hits, and pitched 2/3 of an inning. The winning pitcher today is Zane Brown. The loss will go to Owen Clark. And the Rhythm moved to 10-16. Tomorrow, your Full Count Rhythm are going to be playing a doubleheader in Alton. And once again, I'm here doing the broadcast. Tim Reese not here for this trip, and just super thankful for all of our viewers and listeners here watching Full Count Baseball all summer long. So tomorrow, the continuation for the Rhythm and the River Dragons will be the first of 2 doubleheaders. That second game is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. Central because Full Count will have to head back to Hendersonville the same night, and that is a pretty long drive. So I believe that first game will probably start somewhere around 4 p.m. Central Time. I will get you an official time if I can, but if not, then make sure to check on Prospect League schedules and on our Instagram, X, and Facebook. So the Rhythm get a huge victory. Harrison Travis was the offensive MVP, but our Frosted Luau player of the game will be Zane Brown. A game that started at 6:37 and ended at roughly 9:15. So just about 2 hours. And I got to do this math or else my parents are never going to let me live it down. My family tuned into this game. Just give me like 2 seconds and I got it. Quick math right here. Or Tim would say he's a quick mathematician, not an accurate one. 2 hours and 37 minutes is going to be the final time for this ball game. And like I said, the Rhythm with a much needed win. The Catfish dropped this one in front of the home crowd. A great environment. Very good hospitality here for the Cape Catfish up here in the broadcast booth. Once again, I'm going to sign off for the third time this weekend. The Rhythm with 2 more tomorrow. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their Friday evening. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Full Count Rhythm Baseball.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm Baseball game presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See you next time on the Full Count Broadcast Network.